We hear that there is an international portal that accused here, whoever sent those threat mails, have managed to use an international portal to send those emails. And it appears that a single IP was used to send out all those threat emails to schools. So it appears that the police have managed to pull out some details in the last few hours. They've managed to probe into the IP address that was used to send these mails. And from the information we have, that it is an IP address in Russian, a foreign server that's been used allegedly to send out these threat mails. So a threat mail that's coming into India's national capital, Delhi, has come in largely from Russia. This is what's been pointed out by the investigative agencies. The IP address of the threat mail unmasks a foreign link. A single IP has been used to send out all these threat mails. Let me cut across to Shreya Chatterjee joining us on the phone line. Shreya, an international server being used to send out these threat mails. Whoever this is has managed to stay away from Indian IP addresses because it's easier to crack down, and shot off mails through a Russian portal. This is the basic information that we have. Do elaborate.
Well, yes, Nabila, we've been reporting this since morning that the mails that have actually been received, the source emerges from one IP address. It is from outside the country. As of now, what the Delhi police sources are concerning, that this IP address is being traced down to a server in Russia. Once again, for the benefit of our viewers, remember VPN services these days are often used to mask IP addresses to actually locate it somewhere else outside. Is precisely the reason why the cyber cell of the special cell unit of Delhi Police is right now inspecting the entire matter, origination of the mail, which right now points out to be Russia. Who was behind this, whether this was a team, because as we talk, Nabila, we're understanding that more than 60 plus such threat calls have been.
Okay, we've lost Shreya's connection there, but what we hear is that a single IP address has been used to send out these mails. In fact, more information that's coming in. Amit Bharadwaj is also joining us live. Amit, please go on. You're at the DPS school on Mathura Road. These threat letters have really sent panic across the national capital. Schools have evacuated. Parents have come by to pick their children. Ministry of Home Affairs calls it a hoax. But the contents of that threat letter is certainly worrisome. Would you take us through what exactly is written in that threat letter and the situation at the DPS school as of now?
Nabila, the threat letter that was sent across to several of the schools in the national capital has actually triggered a wave of panic, not only in the national capital but also in the NCR region. And it's also because of the kind of language that was used in that particular hoax email. We are saying it hoax email because the MHA sources are also indicating towards it. That particular hoax email had actually, created a panic in the authorities of the school administration across the national capital, and that is why they reached out to Delhi police, after which, many of the schools were searched properly by the agencies. Why I'm saying agencies is because Delhi police, Delhi fire services, dog squad, bomb squad, all these squads were involved in many of the schools where the search operations were carried out. Right now I'm standing outside DPS Mathura Road. You would remember last year as well, this was the school which had witnessed a similar hoax email during the summer, and the parents were in complete panic last time around when they took out their children out of the school, because the school was already operational when the authorities had realized about the bomb threat or rather the hoax email. But today in the morning, the students and parents were asked not to come to the school altogether. We are being told by the security officials at the school, the security staff of the school, that police had carried out search operation of the school, which means every corner of the school was checked by the authorities, by the agencies, to make sure that nothing suspicious is found. And that's been the story all across the national capital as well, Nabila. School after school have been checked by the Delhi police personnel, bomb squad, dog squad, and every school, so to say, is coming to the same result, that no suspicious element has been found. And that is why Delhi police is also indicating at a possibility of hoax email that has been sent out. That's what MHA sources are confirming us as well, that it's likely a hoax email. intent of the email is to create panic amongst the citizens, and that's what has happened so far as well, and that's why the authorities as well as Delhi government is asking the parents to stay calm and not be in a state of panic. On the other side, Delhi LG has also given out a statement that Delhi police acted in a swift manner. Different agencies were involved in the search operation across the national capital wherever these bomb threat emails were received, and the investigation is underway. Now coming to the point which you were referring to, Nabila, what we are given to understand that as per the primary investigation, it looks like that the emails were sent through a single VPN, single email as well, single IP address to all these schools. The emails were sent out. If you would look at the outside connection, what happens is that VPN services are used quite often these days, so there could be a possibility. The investigative agencies will also look into this possibility, whether a VPN service was used to ensure that the IP addresses keeps on bouncing, and the original IP address does not get tracked in the first round of investigation. But Delhi police will definitely look into it. It's also because now everybody is calling for a proper investigation to find out the origin of this email itself, because now it's becoming quite a fashion of sorts or regular affair, especially when it comes to Delhi, South Delhi schools, that such hoax emails are being sent across in every 6 months or 8 months. So maybe because this time the scale is quite huge, nearly 80 schools receiving this kind of threat, there's a possibility that a wider investigation will be carried out by Delhi police to ascertain as to who was behind it, what was the intent, and how it was carried out. The entire module will be also investigated, but the primary
intent is yet to be established.